Hello, this is Karia again, and I have another video for you today. Today I'll be doing a review of the Black Panther coloring book, which I am super excited about. I went to see the movie with my wife, I don't know, like the weekend that it came out, and then we went to see it again. And so now we've seen the movie together twice. She's a school teacher, so she went with the honor roll group. So the honor roll kids went to go see the movie, and now she's taking the kids from her class to go see the movie. So she's gonna have seen the movie 4 times, and I'm only gonna have seen the movie twice. But I will definitely buy it when it comes out on like digital or DVD or whatever. Not DVD, but on digital. Anyway, so in addition to that, I hope you guys noticed that I have a little bit more light. I got some light from a fan. So I have some light and some daylight bulbs. So it's some new additional lighting in addition to the overhead lighting to just make this look just a little bit nicer. But now I'm noticing a little bit of shadows. So if you guys have a problem with the shadows, let me know. So I think that's it. So let's get started. So like I said, I got the coloring book from a fan. So I'm super excited. Thank you so much, Pigment, for your imagination, for sending this to me, because I'm super excited about getting a chance to go through it. I was never really, I'm kind of like, I wasn't really into that many superhero movies, but I saw this and I just had to see it, and it was so much fun. So anyway, so this book is single-sided, perforated pages. It is 7 by 11 inches, and as you can see, hold on, let me see if you can see. Oh, the shadows might be useful for some things, because I can show you the perforation really easy. You can see the perforation, and that's across all the pages. And then in addition to that, you can see that it's done in a very comic book style. Now, normally I don't like to have the shading done for you, but since this is a comic book done in comic book style, a lot of that is going to be done for you. I did do a little bit of a media test. The Copics definitely will bleed. You can see some bleeding on the Copics. Colored pencil is fine. I think this is going to be mainly for your markers and colored pencils. You can use markers, but you just have to put another sheet underneath if you're going to use markers. This isn't exactly marker paper, but it will still take markers. So so there's this. So I think it's a mix of art from, this is definitely not like movie tie-in art. Like what this art is it looks like it's pages from previous coloring books, as well as you see this is a previous, I guess this is a previous issue, like covers and then individual pages from those issues. So and then these comic books, they sort of restart the story sometimes. So this will go through some of the iterations, and you get to color a lot of the covers. So what I like is that since these are some just recreations of the comic book covers, you can look them up if you want to see what the originals look like, to try to make it to, these are the female warriors, try to make it more close to what the coloring book looked like. Let's see here. So this is another cover. This is Monarch and the Ape Man. I forgot his character name, but he was really good too. The guy who played the not necessarily his competition. This is a fun movie because there's not really a villain per se. I mean, you could say Killmonger's a kind of villain, but not really. So anyway, so let's see. I got here. I'm not really that big into comic books, so that's probably the reason why I haven't done a page yet on this one. So I didn't really do a page on this yet, but I did do the media test, as we talked about in the beginning. And this also features art from a number of different artists. This isn't just one artist. So there's credits in the front and in the back for all the artists that are featured. So it's a lot of artists that are featured here. This book also has a lot of pages. I think it was something, I want to say, I feel like the Amazon website said 120. I don't think this is 120 pages. I was supposed to have counted them, but I didn't count them because I was so excited to get this book out and do the review for you guys and show you guys the pages on here. You can see the art from all the different pages. And you know, this is definitely going to be a challenge for me because, like I said, I'm not really used to comic book style. So I like the fact that they include the covers from various issues, so then I can just look up the covers and the issues and see, you know, what the original art looked like. And use that as a template to get started, at least until I have a better sense of how to do coloring of comic book style pages. So because I don't really have that much experience doing comic book style pages. So that's something that I'm going to have to look more into. Let's see here. So one thing that I liked about the movie is that you didn't really, like some of these comic book hero movies, I feel like you have to know a lot about the plot and the character history, but they do a really good job of explaining everything without feeling like you're, you know, having somebody read the actual comic books to you. So that was really helpful. The art is, like I said, it's very, since looks like it's pretty much lifted from the comic books, it's very, like, it's got a very comic book style. So, you know, if you're into that, then this is definitely one to get. The paper is, it's not super thin. I would say it's, you know, it's medium quality paper. I did some tests with a watercolor pencil, and I'll do some more tests with the watercolor pencil. But I didn't find that it took, I mean, obviously you can always do it, but this is not the most ideal paper for a watercolor pencil. So if that's something that you want to do, I would suggest either transferring the images onto multimedia paper or a different paper, or skipping this book altogether. You can see so it's much more comic book inspired art versus the coloring, and I'm having a little bit, as I'm turning pages, I'm having the pages sort of come undone a little bit. You can see some of them look like they're coming undone just because of the way that I hold the paper and the way that I'm turning it and moving it. So that's something for you to keep in mind, that the pages may not stay in the book if you want them to stay in the book. They may come out a little bit easier than you would like. So that's something to keep in mind, you know, depending on what your medium is. I know some people like to tape down the pages and do various things. If you do that, I would just suggest that if you're going to be taping down the pages, like taping it to the back of something, to use a water media, to use any other kind of medium where you want to tape it down, I suggest to just use the perforation and just take it out of the book and then tape down all 4 sides, as opposed to trying to tape down 3 sides and keeping it in the book, because that perforation looks like it wants to come off. So these are all the other Avengers. This one features some of the other characters from the Avengers, I believe. Like I said, comic books they've never really been my thing. It's just a thing that I've enjoyed the movies. And not even all the movies, just some of the movies. Like I like Black Panther. I like Civil War. I like the one with Captain America, the first one with Captain America. I don't even remember the name. Captain America something. Okay, I'm so bad at this. I know I'm offending like 20 million people right now. Well, 20 million people don't watch my videos, but I'm offending a lot of people right now. So I apologize for not knowing as much about the comic books as I should. But I mainly wanted to show you guys the coloring books, and it looks like most of the pages are vertical, but there are some horizontal pages like this one. This is a really nice horizontal page, and you can see T'Challa and his warriors. I think that's T'Challa. I'm going to assume that that's T'Challa. T'Challa is the Black Panther. And also the King of Wakanda. So like I said before, this is a lot of featuring covers from, I guess, various eras of the Black Panther history. Different iterations of Black Panther, and then pages from inside those actual comics. So it starts to get a more, I think, modern feel as it goes on. Let's see here. We are almost done. And then you get some color printouts of some of the other Marvel coloring books that you can get. So this is some of the other coloring books that you can get. So I hope you like this little flip through. Oh, actually, there was one more thing I wanted to do. Hold on. There was one more thing I wanted to do. I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can show you here. I wanted to show you. I did this with Inktense. And you can see there's definitely some buckling, even though I only used a very small amount of water. Let me show you the other side. Now, when I was doing this, when it was wet, it was definitely showing some bleed through on the water. Yeah, you can see a little bit over there. But in addition to that, one last thing. Okay. In addition to that, this is also, I believe that this is water media right here. I think that this is, I want to say Inktense. I'm just going to say Inktense. So you can see you can do it. You just have to be, you know, be careful because it, the paper is not necessarily ideal. So you can see the buckling and some bleeding in the paper. So as always with these books, there's always a way to do it, but this will not be my first choice to use watercolor in. I probably would end up using dry media on this, honestly, because of the style, or markers. I mean, markers is not really dry media, but I probably would end up using markers. I mean, I have some pit pens, so probably I will take some pit pens. I did use the pit pens here, and you can see, even though it's a very fine use of the pit pens, the pit pens don't really bleed, so you can see this is pit pens. You can see there's not really any bleeding. Now, granted, that's really fine, but I think that this should be fine to use with the pit pens. That's the Copic marker, and that's the watercolor pencil that we just did. And when that dries, that won't show as strongly, but it will still show a little bit when that dries. Because I believe that this was done with the Inktense. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys this book because I have been really excited and looking forward to seeing this book and to trying it out, and I think that, you know, maybe other people were looking forward to this book, so I wanted to do a flip through and a light review of this. Let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this video, what you guys think about the new lighting, and if you guys have any other questions, let me know down in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Obviously don't forget to like and subscribe, and I have a video of Bella being bad on the table coming up, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And also don't forget to check out the Amazon wishlist down below, the Patreon links, which help support your channel, because you know AdSense doesn't really pay. And that's it. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.